Good morning, I'm Jasmine Anderson. We begin with a story you'll see only in Newsday, a plan to house homeless migrants here on Long Island. That's according to a letter from the Adams administration obtained by Newsday. It was filed in state court this week. The proposed site includes Gabrisky Air National Guard Base in West Hampton Beach, the Pilgrim Psychiatric Center in Brentwood, and the Kings Park Psychiatric Center. The city also requested nearly 24 other state-owned sites from our East End to Buffalo, which includes SUNY dorms. Read more about the plan on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. In the Gilgo killings, we're expecting an exclusive update today from the Suffolk sheriff about the investigation into accused serial killer Rex Heuermann. Sources telling Newsday investigators took a cheek swab from Heuermann last week at the Suffolk jail. It comes as police in South Carolina say they turned over information in a missing persons case to the FBI. The sheriff's office tells us a woman may have been spotted with Heuermann shortly before disappearing in 2017. We're expecting to learn more about the investigation later today in a one-on-one conversation. Our Joy Brown is sitting down with Sheriff Errol Toulon Jr. Watch the latest this afternoon on Newsday TV. Read the latest on the Gilgo killings investigations. Go to Newsday.com. Get more below the Newsday TV video box. It is court today for a Baldwin man accused of scamming two seniors out of $500,000 in cash and gold bars. Police say Yash Shah told his victims that their computers had been infected with child pornography. Investigators say he posed as a Microsoft employee. A 5-year-old boy is fighting for his life right now after he was found unresponsive in a Suffolk pool. Police say a mother found her son in the pool at their home on Woodcrest Drive in East Moriches yesterday afternoon. CPR was performed on the boy until first responders arrived and took over. An update on that deadly shooting at an illegal foam party in Valley Stream. Police have identified the 20-year-old Brooklyn man who was gunned down as DeAndre Carter. This surveillance video shows partygoers fleeing the shots Monday night on Ocean Avenue. 3 teens and a 12-year-old boy were hurt. Police are still searching for the gunman. Former President Trump expected to surrender to authorities in Georgia today. Trump is accused of trying to overturn the 2020 election in that state. The process today is expected to yield a historic first, a mugshot of a former American president. Trump, the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination, skipped the first GOP debate last night. The candidates fighting for the number 2 spot in the race came out swinging in the Fox News face-off.
Let us be honest as Republicans. I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax.
I've had enough already tonight of a guy who sounds like ChatGPT.
Now is not the time for on-the-job training. We don't need to bring in a rookie. We don't need to bring in people without experience.
In a pre-taped interview with former Fox host Tucker Carlson, Trump explained why he was a no-show.
You see the polls have come out, and I'm leading by 50 and 60 points. And, you know, some of them are at 1 and 0 and 2. And I'm saying, do I sit there for an hour or 2 hours, whatever it's going to be, and get harassed by people that shouldn't even be running for president? Should I be doing that? And a network that isn't particularly friendly to me, frankly, you know.
The debate now is which candidate is gaining the most ground. Newsday's White House correspondent Laura Figueroa Hernandez says Trump is still a major factor.
It was interesting to just see the wide range of responses. It kind of underscores how Trump is still kind of a divisive issue or a divisive personality within the Republican Party. Obviously, he's leading in the polls, but I think some of the candidates are still trying to figure out how to navigate a presidential primary with Trump still in the fold.
Read more about the debate takeaways on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Your hyper-local Thursday weather now. Here's a look at Conscious Point in Southampton. Mostly cloudy, some wet weather on the way. Highs around 72 degrees. Let's take a look at your day planner here. Cloudy most of the day. Tomorrow, expect thunderstorms in the mid-70s. And here's a look at your futurecast. Showers rolling in later this evening, but we should dry out by tomorrow afternoon. Your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
Sharks along our shores. In part 3 of our special series, Ken Bufa speaks to a young Long Islander who was bitten by a shark while surfing. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday. We warn you, some of these images are graphic.
I could feel my foot down the shark's throat. It was scary.
Peter Bancully describes the moment a shark sank its teeth in while he surfed at Kismet Beach on July 3rd.
My whole foot was in his mouth, so he got around to my ankle, and then I eventually got my foot out, and then it got a little bit of my toes and my calf a little bit on my right leg.
The 15-year-old North Babylon teen says his friend helped him to shore, then called 911.
It was pretty terrifying. By the time I got to him, he was already on oxygen.
Bystanders helped the best they could until first responders arrived. Doctors say the injuries are serious, but can and should heal.
The MRI revealed that he had 3 fractures, a torn Achilles, and torn tendons in his toes.
Peter says he's been surfing since he was 7 and plays football, lacrosse, and wrestling.
Awesome, man.
The worst pain he feels now is not found in his recovery boot, but instead in not being able to practice with his teams or being able to hit the final waves of summer.
I want to go back and surf and go swimming, but I just got to wait for a recovery,
While he waits, his mother is thankful to the Good Samaritans who helped her son in some of the most fearful moments of both their lives.
And if he would have bit deeper, he could have bled out. He would have hit the main artery. He is super strong, so brave. I'm so proud of him.
Ken Bufa, Newsday TV.
Best of luck in a speedy recovery. Read more about this story and to see our entire Sharks Along Our Shores series, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. AM radio may soon be a thing of the past, but the once dominant electronic media still has a strong local presence. Steve Langford has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Among the stories we're watching,
What Long Islanders listen to in their cars has evolved constantly and dramatically.
66 WNBC.
But now in a new world of streaming services and satellite programming, some automakers have decided to give up on the once mighty AM radio dial.
No radio survives without a car radio.
Electric vehicle manufacturers like Tesla have stopped including AM radio tuners in their cars, citing electromagnetic interference.
I own 2 AM radio stations. They both do very well.
Whether it was in the car or on one of these transistor radios, it is impossible to overstate just how much AM radio is a vital part of the soul of American music, sports, news, talk, and politics. But the future of AM? My kids wouldn't know AM radio from ham radio.
Long Island en vivo, representando a los latinos con información de...
Ana Maria Caraballo is leading the team launching a new Spanish-language AM/FM news talk radio combo for Long Island, set to debut in September.
When you're looking for information and you're getting in your car, sometimes you just want to know what's going on this weekend.
Station group owner John Caracciolo says AM radio in Spanish or English will not only survive, but thrive if programmers invest in good, compelling radio. And he says Tesla's claims of AM radio interference on electric vehicles are nothing but noise.
Elon Musk can send SpaceX to the moon, to Mars. I'm confident he's smart enough to get the noise out of the AM radio.
Bruce Tria, general manager of WRIV, an AM radio station in Riverhead, says it's all about what you offer to the listening public, not what platform you deliver it on.
In 1950, radio was dead because of this thing called television. And, here it is, 70 years later, radio's not dead.
Hi, everybody. It's your cousin Brucey.
A radio legend like Bruce Morrow might be content to sit on his laurels. He did, after all, introduce the Beatles at Shea Stadium in 1965. And now in his mid-80s, he's as bullish as ever on the power of AM radio.
Future? I don't have a doubt. I know that all mass media will find its own, shall we say, depth, and it's very viable.
And the beat goes on. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
Read more about AM radio on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Here's what's up on Long Island. The Scottish Festival and Highland Games are back. There's live music as well as caber toss. It's Saturday at Old Westbury Gardens.
Sleepless nights out on the road.
See Slightly Stupid and Sublime, they continue their summer 2023 tour with Rome WSG Atmosphere and the Movement. It is at the Northwell Health at Jones Beach Theater Saturday. Or head out to the SWAC Peruvian Food Festival. It features more than 20 food vendors showcasing the food from award-winning chefs from Peru and musical performances. It's Saturday and Sunday at the Cradle of Aviation Museum in Garden City. For admission info and more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage.
Information about communities is lost if you don't have local reporters. And if there's no one reporting, how do you know what's going on in your community?
Newsday, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.